Well, greetings everybody. I was really desiring to bring a great video for you. I went out yesterday. I took many videos, as you can see down here. These are supposed to be videos, but they all came out as pictures. This is a minute and 30-second long picture here where I was showing up here the tomato plants that I got from that little slice of tomato that I had planted and showed you during the video here a few weeks ago. But I got like 12 plants out of there, and I've got them transplanted now. But anyway, we'll run through that picture. This is the video of it that I took, and then of course this here area and this next picture are of black raspberry vines, or bushes I guess you can call them. But they were covered with black raspberries, and I showed a video. This is a minute and 30 seconds long. The other one was, I'm not sure exactly how long it was, but I was showing the black raspberries that I was harvesting. And then from that point I took you to the store here where I had purchased this here. It's Stewart's brand. It's heavy cream, and the only ingredients in here is heavy cream. That's it. Okay, there's no phosphates, no nothing in there. I got two of these, which was, I don't even think it was on this shelf, but as you can see, this was a minute and 30 seconds long. I was showing you the heavy cream that I was getting from there. And then, of course, I was showing what Stewart's looked like inside the store here for another minute and 30 seconds. And all it shows is where I first clicked the video to start playing. And it's a minute 30 seconds long, but it just came out as a picture, like I said. This next picture that comes up is the road here. As you follow this road up and around, up over here, there's Griffiths Air Force Base. And Stewart's, this here sign is for Stewart's. It's in the parking lot right over here that I got the heavy cream from. But this is the road. This is Floyd Avenue that I live off of in Rome, New York. And I took you for a little view of it. This is my kitchen, of course. Here's my Eclonia cava extract. And then I've got my nattokinase, my Osqua blonde, or whatever you want to call it. It's a root that I use daily. This is coral calcium that I use. This is a mushroom mixture for immune support. This is my zinc, 50 milligrams, that I use every day. But it wasn't that I wanted to show you my paper towels and my cheese cutter. In fact, what I was showing here was other things totally different. And again, it shows a minute 30 seconds, but it was actually longer as I was preparing to get the ingredients ready for making of the whipped cream that I was going to do, which I showed here. Okay, and again, it only shows a minute and 30 seconds long, you know, which is not true. So anyway, I took a picture showing how to make the whipped cream. In this, I took two of these containers. I poured it into this bowl with some honey, with the berries that I had. Doesn't have a picture of those actually here either. But after I whipped them with some honey and a little bit of organic sugar, and of course I've eaten most of this already. It was just so yummy when I blended it up by hand, okay, with a hand mixer, I guess you could say, a hand beater, and it made the whipped cream just marvelous, very delicious. Then this here picture is, you know, where I was going to make pancake batter. In this, under this plastic container, I had another one of these bowls that earlier I had put some sourdough culture from the refrigerator into the bowl to warm up to make my pancakes. And I like using the sourdough starter there because it gives it a little bit of the sourdough flavor that I really do enjoy in everything. And then, of course, you know, when I got it up to temperature there, I started to show how to make it. And as you can see, this is the sourdough starter here. This is my flour. I've got my eggs here. I also showed what's in this pan. I have water and I've got romaine lettuce inside that pan filled with water, and this is hydrogen peroxide at 17%. And I put about a quarter teaspoon into this container of water that I put my romaine lettuce into. It kills the germs and bacteria on it from the hydrogen peroxide, but it also allows the lettuce to last for days and days and days, and it's very, very crisp when you keep it in the water like that, because it absorbs the water, and it just makes the romaine so much better than just right straight from the package. So anyway, I was getting on to making this batter, and all I did was I took what it doesn't really show is here is part of the container for the cream of tartar, and of course I had baking soda as well. And all I did was I took the flour, put a couple cups into the bowl. I don't measure anything. They were, you know, heaping or not even heaping cups that I put in here. I took some cream. I also took an egg first, and I beat it up in this sourdough mixture. I just beat up the egg with the sourdough first. And then I took the flour and I put about 2 cups, 2.5 cups, whatever, into the bowl. I took some cream of tartar, which I didn't measure either. I just put in by eye what I thought I needed, and then I put in baking soda on top of it. I've got other canisters over on the side here that you can't see, and I have organic sugar in there, and I took probably 2 teaspoons of organic sugar that I put into the flour mixture, and I also put in a bunch of honey, and I mixed it all up real well so that it would make decent pancakes. And then this picture here shows me frying the pancakes, and of course there's the honey that I use. This is the batter I had fixed up, my coffee pot, of course. That when I bought this from eBay, they said that the carafe had been broken for the 5 cup that it was originally with, but they did have another carafe, so I got it, and I was excited. You know, they said it worked, and what they didn't do was test it out before they sent it to me, because I actually have to take a cap from a jar like this here, but you know, not quite that size band. And these are all honey out here in the back as well. These are honey and my garlic. But anyway, I had to put a cap underneath the carafe to raise the carafe up high enough to release the water that was up here. The first time, the water was everywhere. I had coffee everywhere because the carafe wasn't high enough to push the button to let the water out, so the coffee just came out everywhere from the top and just went everywhere. But anyway, that's the story behind my little coffee pot that I do love now. Okay, so that's where I was first making, and here again, you know, is where I was frying up the pancakes. I have no idea what that is from, but this here is a pancake, and what I was doing was throwing raisins and pecans and such on top of it there, you know, which ended up, come on thing, of course these here, the ones half devoured, but the one on the bottom is with the raisins and the pecans and everything that I figure I would save for today, for Sabbath, to you know, basically use as a, you know, to take a dip out of the whipped cream with the black raspberries that I know our king loves very greatly. So anyway, this here's a picture of the pancakes as they're being done. You know, these were all videos. Some were, you know, several minutes long where I was going to edit them and all that sort of stuff. But you can see these are, you know, very delightful pancakes. And here are those canisters I was telling you about. The sugar one is here, and then I got rice, and I got flour, and then I got lentils, because they're the things I use the most. I don't use the sugar hardly ever I filled that once, been living here over a year, and it's still 3/4 the way full. But anyway, that's my kitchen, my setup, all that sort of stuff. I hope you enjoyed the little tour. I hope that you'll make your own pancakes. And don't forget now, you need some heavy cream. Make yourself some great whipped cream with berries. Your children will absolutely love it. Your husbands will love it. Your wives will love it. You'll love it, especially for a Sabbath. It's not something you want to eat every day because you'll get pretty heavy, you know, when you eat a lot of heavy cream. It kind of does stack things on, but it's just a real delight. And I know that our King would enjoy having a meal with you while you do these things. I know he enjoyed last night with me, and he's going to enjoy tonight as well, because we're going to have that pancake with the raisins and the pecans that I tossed into the mix as they was frying up. Very easy to make these things. Pancakes are simple. You just want to make sure your batter. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I do put milk in there. I put the flour, the cream of tartar, the little bit of baking soda, and you know, of course, a pinch of salt. Then I put in some a little sugar and some honey. But then you want to put enough milk in there as you mix it, you know, and of course an egg as well. All done by eye. You just want to make sure that when you mix it, you don't mix all the bubbles out of it, but it should have the consistency of a pancake type batter. You don't want it too thick. You don't want it too thin either, you know, but by eye. And after you do your first pancake, you can probably figure out whether you need to add a little more milk or a little more flour if need be. But this meal is fit for a king. And with that, my friends, I love y'all. Sorry about the video. I was going to go through and, you know, make a nice video from this, but as you see, all that came out is as pictures. So with that, my friends, I love y'all, and I hope that your Sabbath is a delight. Bye.